Hi everyone. As we are talking about knowledge, skill, and many things in communication, non-verbal communication plays the major role. The verbal part is very small. One of the training which I used to do in my pyramidal days, and one of the thing which we do for the non-verbal was soften skill. I will just speak because I've been at this position, but I started my career in sales. The soften skill is also important because doctor gives you or a customer gives you a very limited time. Okay, so it's not only about communication, about knowledge, it's also about other things which matter. The soften skill that stands for smile. Many times the moment you enter to a doctor chamber or a customer chamber, I'm sure you might have gone through various hindrances or bottleneck. It might be a heat outside, it must be raining outside, but the moment you enter, forget about anything, and the first thing which you have to do is smile. If the smile is not there, the knowledge, because you are coming from a difficult situation, which is true, but your customer or a doctor is also busy. He's looking into the patient. Maybe he has got 100 patients. Maybe after maybe 30 patients, he is looking one representative. At that time, what pleases him is your smile. So first thing what I say is smile. The second thing is when you sit, it shows that you are want to engage with that customer, and therefore your posture should be open posture. Many of the people sometimes, especially the manager who goes with the representative for the call, they have a closed posture. Closed postures means you are closed and taking the views. So open posture is not only about postures, it clearly shows that you are open to take even views of the customer. So the first thing is a smile. O stands for open postures. The F stands for forward lean. Because you are going to meet 10 doctors a day or 10 customers a day, 12 customers a day, struggling, and obviously you are looking outcome for that, and therefore the forward lean rather than the backward lean. Backward lean means you are relaxed and you are not interested to translate that visit into some kind of revenue generation call, and therefore the forward lean become a very important thing. Another thing, because of this softened word came as a third in number or a fourth in number, but is actually it comes after the smile. This is called touch. Most of the doctors and the customer who prefer to shake hand with you, you should do it. You should avoid wherever it's not the culture. You should avoid if there are diversity is there and a lady doctor don't want to prefer, but most of the prefer in India, doctor want to shake the hand, because the moment you give that touch, it become a critical for any doctor to think about it, because the moment you smile, you have given a touch, you have sat properly, which is open posture and a forward lean, and that make your body language to speak about that today you have come for the business. Another thing is when you are talking to a doctor or a customer or a client, your eye contact become very critical. Most of the times because you lack knowledge, most of the time because you don't know, you are not confident about the product, most of the time you are hurry in closing the call, you don't do eye contact. If you don't do eye contact, doctor will also take away the contact from you, and he will start writing his own thing, or he will start reading something else. So make sure that doctor is engaged in a communication, because you are spending time that 5 to 7 minutes for what? Sometime to open, after opening call you probe doctors, correct? After probing the doctors, you want to position your product, you want to differentiate your product, you want to gain his commitment, so the eye contact become critical. And the last is, most of the time doctor also speak to you, at that time nodding become critical, because if you don't nod, the impression goes to the doctor is that you're not understanding. So if you want to do empathy based selling, if you really want to make sure your body language speak, if you make sure that your non-verbal communication also generate revenue, I think soften skill become very critical, especially for the representative level. Even today I do a lot of training on the soften skill. I make sure that people smile. People have forgotten smile, maybe because of the pressure, family pressure, working, that they spend a lot of time on the roads, the weather condition is not suitable, they forget about it. Most of the people have stopped even shaking hand with the doctors, which was used to be a culture. We used to feel proud meeting doctor used to feel proud meeting representative from the big multinational companies. The posture should be open, because closed postures bring nothing. And forward lean is something where you're eager to interact, that give an impression to that doctor, because sometimes your body language do 90% of your job. Rest is your knowledge, rest is your the communication part of it. Eye contact, make sure that there is a confidence and the trust between both of you, and nodding is nothing but validation of that trust. So when the trust is there, eye contact, either you are speaking, he is nodding, or he is speaking, you are nodding, really create that. So I feel for inside the chamber activity, for the representative, for the sales team, I think soft and skill add value. So if you have a knowledge, if you have energy, if you have a particular objective for that particular day, if you add this soft and skill with that, I think that will translate and make that call productive call. So today the presentation is about soft and skill, which is about the sales part of it. Especially it can be applicable for everywhere, but most of this tool is been designed for the ground level sales team when they really want to understand how to do sales, how to create impact inside the chamber, how to create impact while talking to the customers, and make sure that you understand non-verbal is the major part of it. Verbal is just supported. Thank you very much. Thank you.